Alright, we're at the Cracker Barrel. It's really busy. Hey babe. How you doing? You look really white because of the light from the outside.
No, I'm just that white.
You're just that white.
I'm blinding. I'm like the moon.
You're like an angel. And it's really weird because when they asked for my name for to reserve the seats, they spelled my name T-A-N-A-I-L. It's not even close to Daniel. The D-A-N is right, but anyways. Daniel. Or Dan Ale. Alright, honey, where are we?
We're at the grottos.
We're at the grottos. Or actually, it's called the Grand Caverns. We can't go we didn't go far enough to go to Luray Caverns, which is even farther down south. So we decided to go to the Grand Caverns, which is...
Weimer's Cavern or some caverns like that.
Yeah. I've been to Luray before anyway, so that doesn't make a big difference if I go to Luray ever again. It's really good. It's good. It's a good cavern. Have you ever been to Luray Caverns?
No.
No? It's actually really good. But let's see what this is like, because, if this is your beginning, getting your foot in the water type thing for caverns.
Yeah, they also have the world's smallest and lamest miniature golf course.
That stuff right there. All that stuff right there is miniature golf. That's it.
It's so lame.
It is so lame. Look at that. That's all miniature golf. Like that. Look at that. That's so lame.
There's no little castles or
There's
dragons.
There's no houses, no little windmills, nothing. It's so lame. It's also out in the where there's no shade either. So during the summertime, it's probably blazing hot out there.
It's true. I don't want to go out there.
I don't want to go there either.
Alrighty, folks, welcome again here into Grand Caverns. Now, a little bit of ancient history for you. This area used to be basically one big old chunk of limestone, which is very porous rock, so water comes through quite easily. It would have cleared out huge expanses of basically a blank canvas, leaving room for things to grow over the course of time. And in this case, we're not growing plants, we're growing our stalactites, holding tight to the ceiling. And also some stalagmites, which grow up from the floor and might reach the ceiling someday. And when they meet in the middle, they're called a column, like that guy right there. And you'll see these common features in just about any other cave or cavern. But a little bit of history for them. One reason why it's so important that we take good care of our caves is Mother Nature has invested a lot of time down in here. It takes upwards of 125 years to grow just 1 cubic inch of stalactite or stalagmite. That's about the size of a sugar cube, right? Now, shears are a bit of a mystery to geologists because we don't know how they're formed. One of the theories is that it was pressurized water that came out of a crack in the rock and hit a piece of limestone and started swirling around, leaving mineral deposits behind in a circular fashion. But they're no longer growing, they're all completely done, and they're all very different from each other. So it's still a mystery to geologists. We've got the big guy right here, and then we have this little one right up top here. Now we will see them all over the place, coming out of ceilings and walls and floors. Keep your eyes peeled for them. All right, folks, now we are down here in the ballroom, and we gave it that name very appropriately because they would hold balls here in the 1800s. They only did it for a few years because it was a huge undertaking to bring people down in here. But imagine this space lit with about 2,000 candles on those ridges there. Now, if you're from the area or if you'd like to come back in October, we are going to reenact this. You can buy a ticket and come down here and enjoy some 1800s music and dancing.
That thing looked like a person from all the way back there.
Yes.
Yeah. That was pretty cool though.
Oh, still does. Look, we're that close. Looks
Yeah.
like Santa Claus, actually.
Now, folks, we'll take a look on this big old chunk of limestone here, the Rock of Gibraltar. This is a good space to show you where some folks have come through since 1804 up until the 1970s, and they have signed the walls in our cave. We have a lot of graffiti down in here. If you see any names you recognize, there's a Kemper Foster and Tom Russey's right there. Excuse me, but if you see any names you recognize, go home and give them a little what for me. Nowadays, it is against federal law, and if I see anybody whipping out a penknife, I'm going to be sorely disappointed in you. That white scar is where a piece of it broke off a few years ago. I didn't do it, I promise. I wasn't here. But a piece broke off, and it gave us the insight to it. You can side of the shield now. You can see there's those 2 dinner plates with a little bit of space in between there. But we gave it to some scientists to take a closer look. And they weighed and measured the little piece. And then they came back and they measured the big piece and came up with a number to tell us how much our shield weighs. Anybody want to hazard a guess? What's that?
Couple tons.
A couple tons, she says. Maya, toss it out there. What do you think, guys? Does it weigh more than the 2 of you put together? Yeah, it definitely does. Any more guesses? She was pretty close. Sometimes people guess like 10,000 pounds or 10,000 tons. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be disappointed. But no, my friends, this weighs 2,000 pounds 1 ton. 1 ton. Still pretty good, right? Yeah, something that's the weight of an elephant that's sticking out of the wall of 45 grade. Okay, the Confederate troops came in, and their signatures are down here lower and on the right. They're a little bit harder to read, but here we have Captain Asa Rogers. So you might hear about him in some history books. Now I always like to say they were fighting over the right to see the cave, but nobody ever, felt that was a valid story or reason for the battle. So, whatever. But it's kind of unusual that we can see both sets of signatures. You'll see it when you get a little bit closer here, folks in the back. But normally the second side to come through would strike through and try to destroy the first side signature like they've never been there. And in this case, our pathway was about 8 feet lower. So the Union troops were up on a ladder and higher to the left. Confederates were down lower and to the right. And that's how come we can see both sets. Now, it's kind of cool because Mr. Miles here, well, he wasn't a big name. Nobody's ever heard of him except for the hundreds of people a week that stop by here and hear that little bit of his story. He was promoted to major just after the battle and then unfortunately was lost outside Winchester just a few months later. So at least he left his mark here on our cave, as many of them did. Again, please don't sign the walls on your way out. It's not time for that anymore. Just on the other side. There's the big one. Best one there. Clearest one to see.
Now we're going down the hill. That big hill that we came up, which was...
It's much easier to go downhill.
It is very much easier. Dude, think about it. That cave that we're in, that's behind there.
I know.
Those caves that we were walking through are back there.
It's crazy.
It's amazing. So big. And I've been to Luray Caverns. And Luray Caverns is huge. It's humongous. This is pretty big. Not as big as that, but it's still amazingly beautiful.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad that you brought me along for the ride.
I didn't like the part where they turned all the lights out, though.
That was fun. I liked that. I thought that was cool.
It was very dark.
Ooh, it's so scary. I'm at the water mines today. Look at all these people. Amazingly beautiful day. It's like in the mid 80s right now, low to mid 80s, and all the kids are having fun, doing their thing. Lazy river behind me. Slides, stuff. It's a nice day. Oh, there the sun comes out. Sun comes out. Yeah, it's beautiful. I would come here more often, but it's really far out. And being so far out, it's hard to get. It took us about like 45 minutes to an hour to get here. Yeah, it's not, it's a good trip to just have some fun with, but not always to come out on a regular basis. Okay, so here's some clips from way back when I was in Ecuador a couple weeks ago. Luigi got to me like a week ago or something like that, and I just haven't had time to put him in any videos. So here's some random clips of me in Ecuador showing kids the amazing power of Mentos and Coke. When we asked Jesus for the fruit of Spirit, He's going to give it to us.
It's okay.
Alright? And when He gives it to us, it's going to overflow.
Se va a rebotar.
And when it overflows,
Y cuando está rebotando,
it's going to go into
se va a ir dentro de
the people around us.
la gente alrededor de
Okay?
nosotros.
And it's going to be an example to them.
Y eso va a ser un ejemplo para aquellos que están alrededor.
This is all that I can give. This is all that I can say right now. This is all that I can give.
I think you gotta go right into it.
Oh, it's really bright today. All right, honey. So where are we at, honey?
We are at the Workhouse Arts Center
Why are we here?
because there's a car.
Okay, you want to come this way? Yeah, let's go this way.
No, we're here to see my art teacher's work, Robin Whiteman, from Rochester, New York.
She actually has stuff here.
Yes,
Oh, and do we go? We just go to the?
she has stuff in New York City too.
No. Do you know which building?
Ceramic House,
Is this a ceramic place?
the ceramic building.
Okay. I've never been here before.
Oh, it's cool.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. If it's not,
Every building has a different
Huh?
art medium.
if you're wrong, if it's not cool, do I get to punish you somehow?
No,
Okay. Well, doesn't seem fair.
'Cause it is cool.
You made me a promise.
I'm right.
Okay.
I'm always right.
Are you all okay? I'm not gonna argue with that
Okay.
because if you're always right, then that must mean I'm always wrong.
No.
No? Well, let's go see some art. These are nice. A lot of cups and bowls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty. Do you know what she made?
Nope.
No idea. Well, if we find it, we'll look at it. We're in the glass house. That's glass. That's amazing. They're not glass. It's an art house, so we have to be whispering.
Don't have to whisper.
Oh, sorry.
Although it's nice for dramatic emphasis.
Yes, it is. All this stuff is made of glass. It's nice. Ooh, a lamp made of glass. Look at that. Cool. Nice glass thingies. Alright, so we're finally in the actual art gallery where Meredith's former teacher might have her stuff. Huh. It says U.S. attacked the little newspaper down there. I don't know. So this stuff is from New York. This area is like mostly.
I was gonna say, I
from New York.
recognize this clay type. It's from New York.
Yeah. Somebody from New York. It's on the thing on the side. And I found her teacher over here. I'm gonna let her see it first. Then I'll let you guys see it.
Oh, I saw this when she posted it.
Robin Whiteman. Shadow. That's really nice.
Very much her.
Style. Looks really nice. It's actually very, very pretty.